How to sing better in one day. I love this video. Stick around to the end, you're gonna love it too. Now, if you're new here, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. I love having you here. Now, before we dive in, if you're really serious about singing, I do recommend that you take my free 5-day singing course. All you need to do is go to either the description or the pinned comment, click the link there, and I will send that directly to your inbox. Now, singing better in one day. Let's be realistic. You're not going to become an amazing singer in one day, but you can definitely become a better singer than you were yesterday if you do all of the things that I'm about to share with you in this video. Okay, so it says 5 tips in the title, but I'm actually going to give you a bonus one at the end, so do make sure that you stick around to the end. Now, it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. If you do all of these things, now some of you might be doing one or all of these things anyway, but if you're a beginner and you do all of these things that I'm about to share with you, as I said, you will sing better today than you did yesterday. Now, you may have heard of something called compounding. Now, this happens when we take out a bank loan. It's something called compound interest. Now, compounding, I'm not going to go into economics. Now, what compounding means is that when you do something often enough, very often, it builds momentum. And if you were to practice these things once a week, you would make some progress slowly. But if you were to practice them every single day, then you're going to find that your singing skills improve much more quickly than if you were to only do it once or twice a week. So I do recommend that you come back to this video every day or take notes, write them down and do all of these things. You'll also find videos about everything that I'm about to tell you in my channel as well. I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos here, and there'll be something for you. Now, the first thing that you can do to improve your singing in one day is better breath control. Almost everyone that I talk to, certainly as a beginner, would love better breath control. And breath control isn't just about being able to hold long notes. It also helps you to navigate between your different vocal registers. It helps you to sing the higher notes. You don't actually need lots of breath to sing high notes. You don't push them. You actually control your breath and you use less air to sing higher notes. That stops you from forcing it and causing strain. And it also helps you to punctuate phrases so that you make the songs more interesting as you sing. So number 1, breath control. The second thing that you can do to make your singing better today than it was yesterday is to use zzz sounds when you're warming up. Zzz is really good because it A, helps you to control your breath. It B, helps you to focus the sound. And C, avoid straining your vocal cords. It's really difficult to strain your voice when you're using a zzz sound. The third thing that I recommend that you do to improve your singing, to make it better today than it was yesterday, is to gain more vocal control. And a great way of doing this is very low, very quiet humming. So imagine that you're at the bus stop and there's someone about a foot away from you, maybe 2 feet, because we want to be safe. And they're not quite sure if you're humming or not because you're singing in a really low volume, like. Now, you may or may not have heard that. I'm not sure if you could. I'm not sure if the microphone could pick that up. Also, there was a train going by just as I did that. You may have heard the train and not me. I don't know. But if you sing really low hums, and I mean not just low in pitch, I mean also low in volume, that's going to help you to gain control because you're going to be able to hear the wobbles. And when you hear the wobbles, rather than using your throat to control the sound, I want you to think about using breath control to control the sound. Now, the fourth way that you can sing better today than you did yesterday, this is actually my favorite, to sing in your speaking voice. Now, Almost every beginner that I've ever worked with as a voice coach, when they come to their first singing lesson, they oversing, they give it everything. Almost all of them, not all of them, but almost all of them. And they're really singing really heavy and putting everything into it. And you really don't need to. If you sing in more of a light speaking voice, it's actually easier to control your sound. It's easier to control your voice, it's easier to control your diction, and it's easier to control the sounds that you're making. The fifth way to sing better today than you sang yesterday is to understand the placement of your voice. So singers who have been studying voice, or you've been reading about or learning about the voice, you may have heard of this word placement. And what that means is where we place the resonance, where the resonance and where the sound happens. So it can happen up here, it can happen here, it can happen in our mask, it can happen in our throat, which is what we don't want, and it can happen in our kind of chest cavities. And also it can also happen in the pharyngeal resonance, which creates more of the mixed sound. Now, when you understand more about placement and you're able to put the sound where it needs to go in order to make certain sounds, like if you want a light sound, for example, ah. If you want a sharp, powerful sound, ah. If you want a full, rounded sound, ah. Once you know how to use all of these different resonances and where to place your voice, you're going to sing much better than you did the day before. Now, the bonus, the sixth way of singing better today than you did yesterday. Stop trying to sing from your diaphragm. This doesn't come first, this comes with training. Don't worry about your diaphragm. All of the people, every single person that I've ever spoken to who want to learn how to sing from their diaphragms first, or who have heard that you need to sing from your diaphragm and have been trying it, all they've done is caused a whole load of tension, messed up their voices, and it takes ages to undo the bad habits that they've set in trying to sing from their diaphragm. Okay, so to summarize, number 1, get control of your breathing. Number 2, use zzz sounds when you warm up. Number 3, low hums, low in volume and low in pitch. Number 4, my favorite, singing in your speaking voice. Number 5, understand and use better placement. And the bonus, number 6, stop trying to sing from your diaphragm. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. I'm sure it will. If you do all of these things, I guarantee, tell me in the comments, did it work? I've already said I guarantee. I guarantee if you do all of these things, go away, learn about them, find a video in my channel, practice it, then come back and tell me if it worked. I'll see you very soon. Remember to hit the notification bell, hit subscription, like this video, share it with someone that you think is going to find it beneficial, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!